So a lot of businesses do even better if when it does happen, some dispute, some misunderstanding happens, and they may go out of their way to correct what happened, and then the two involved, the two sides involved, actually see eye to eye because of that dispute, and then the correction is made in such a way that now you understand what I'm about, now you understand what it is, then the review for that business gets even better than it was before. Is now it's really good. It's better than what it was if that dispute hadn't happened, because of the steps that are taken to correct it, if those steps are taken. So now, having you hear what I'm saying, being allowed to air what I need to say, which is what I'm about, the voice of the soul. If everybody was allowed to speak their heart and be able to do it responsibly and in a way with consideration. So what that means is, nothing I say, if you can accept that I want nothing I say to be meant as criticism or blame or accusation or put down or disrespect, any of that. That everything I'm saying with complete sincerity and honesty, with complete only good intentions, and I wanted to be taken. If I could have that be taken that way, it would mean so much to me. And then I do want that. I do want understanding. I think that is the key to life. So if the amount that I'm paying for that logo, what I would want ideally, and I'm just speaking my mind freely, and please give me permission for that, what I would want is to be involved in that process. So I would have wanted to be told that, speak actually with the designer, and the designer would show me the style of design that he used on that logo beforehand, and ask me, is this the direction you want to go to, or would you prefer something like this? Before he spent all those 60 hours that he spent or she spent on that work of art. It's a beautiful work of design, and then I would have wanted to have input into it, have choice into it, rather than, like the first three that were done with the hands. I had told before it was completed that I wanted the thing, and I realized you said they started work after I made that suggestion, but even so, are they on a track that can't be stopped? And then they have to complete that work, the three of them, even though I've asked for something else. I would think they would do one and ask me about it, get my feedback, and then do the other two. You see? You understand? So three were done that I paid for, that weren't what after I had said I'd want something else. And and I would want, I have a bachelor's in art, so I've done work like this before. I would want the person to be talking to the designer, and every step of the way, if he's 60 hours, he's working on it by himself without any input from me. He followed the instructions for the initial ones, but the direction he took it, even with the following those instructions, were different where I would go if I had input in that during the process. So that's what I would want. If I'm paying all that money for all those hours of work, I should have input in it. You see, and now I feel I have to pay somebody else to do that work. And I feel that's unfair. And, you have done good work for me. That the website was professional. So I kind of feel if I get response from you, that is affirmative, that you understand this, that you know you're not taking this in a bad way. You understand what I'm saying. There is a point that I'm making that is valid, and then maybe I feel like I want to go through with it and pay you that extra. I mean, I don't know why, I feel like the correction must be made. Maybe you have one more correction that you're able to do. Maybe if that is done, you show me, I could talk to the designer, you could show him this video, and I would explain that that feeling in that picture that I have is different from what the style that he used, the eyes especially. It's not capturing. It's a whole different thing. That feeling in the picture, and maybe if he could use that, from what I'm saying, since I've paid so much, using and then I would continue investing in live web media, and I do want to do that. I do want to continue with the job you've done, and I would want to have, doesn't it make sense, I would want to have a design that I actually use, right? If I'm paying so much and then you show responsibility, I would expect to get something that I use if I'm paying so much. And then so doing it in a way that has my input in it every step of the way, I will pay you the completion for that. Are you willing to work with me, and we understand each other at this point, using this, what happened? Are you willing to work with me? And I talk to the designer and tell them to capture that feeling in there, that there's no judgment about the design he made or she made. It's just I'm looking for a different feel, different style that matches that picture. And then maybe a little adjustment. I do have adjustment. I didn't ask for any adjustments on the 3 that were previously done that weren't what I asked for. Maybe my suggestion came halfway through. Maybe you could see it in your heart to understand what I'm saying. Help me get the design I want. Figure out, to find a way that the visual representation, the style, maybe it would come out even better having gone through this, you see, and then that would make our collaboration together so much better, having your understanding concerning this. I do appreciate the work you've done so far. That is good, and I do want to keep on working with you. And so understanding on your part on this matter would mean tremendously to me, and so that's what I'm asking for. Thank you.